Denmark has pushed back sharply after President Donald Trump renewed his campaign to bring Greenland under US control, a move that has triggered diplomatic warnings in Copenhagen, unease in Nuuk, and a widening response from European leaders. Denmark's Foreign Minister Lars Løkke Rasmussen said he would summon the US ambassador after Washington appointed a special envoy to Greenland, calling the appointment and the envoy's stated mission completely unacceptable.
Jeg er stærkt oprørt over den her udpegning af en special envoy, og jeg er specielt jo oprørt over den her særlige envoys udtalelse, som jeg finder totalt uacceptabel.
The dispute has landed directly on the desk of US Ambassador to Denmark Kenneth Haugery, as Denmark says the envoy appointment bypasses normal diplomatic channels.
Vi troede sådan set, at USA nu havde en ambassadør i Danmark, med hvem vi skulle have en relation i hele kongeriget. Jeg synes, vi har oparbejdet allerede nu en god arbejdsrelation. Det er også mit indtryk, at ambassadøren har den opfattelse, og ud af ingenting er der så nu en særlig amerikansk præsidentiel repræsentant, som ifølge ham selv øjensynlig er udstyret med den opgave, at han skal overtage Grønland, og det er selvfølgelig helt uacceptabelt.
Rasmussen said Denmark believed it had an established working relationship with the US ambassador across the kingdom, but said the new role appeared designed to pursue a takeover of Greenland. The United States maintains a diplomatic presence in Greenland, while Washington's strategic interest in the Arctic has intensified amid concerns over Russian and Chinese activity. Trump reasserted that the United States needs Greenland for national security, claiming Russia and China are operating in the area and arguing Denmark cannot secure the territory, adding he would return to the issue within weeks.
Let's talk about Greenland in 20 days.
On Venezuela, we talked so much about energy.
By the way, I will say this about Greenland. We need Greenland from a national security situation. It's so strategic. Right now, Greenland is covered with Russian and Chinese ships all over the place. We need Greenland from the standpoint of national security. And Denmark is not going to be able to do it, I can tell you.
I think it's a big security.
You know what Denmark did recently to boost up security in Greenland? They added one more dog sled. It's true. They thought that was a great move.
Greenland's leaders have repeatedly insisted the island's future is for Greenlanders to decide, even as Denmark's government closes ranks with Nuuk amid mounting pressure from Washington. In Copenhagen, the Greenland question has turned into a major political and security issue, drawing attention to Denmark's responsibilities as a NATO member and to the island's strategic location in the Arctic. Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen said Trump's comments must be taken seriously, and warned that any military attack by the United States on another NATO country would halt cooperation, while reiterating that Greenland does not want to be part of the United States.
Også gøre klart, at hvis USA vælger at angribe en anden NATO-militær, så hører alting op, altså inklusive vores NATO og dermed den sikkerhed, som er blevet tilvejebragt siden afslutningen.
In Nuuk, the debate is being felt on the ground, as residents watch the rhetoric harden and Denmark steps up its security posture. Search and rescue worker Patrick Abrahamsen said Trump's renewed comments are being taken more seriously in Greenland, particularly after recent US military action in Venezuela, raising fresh questions about what Washington might do next.
I lyset af Venezuela, og det kommer så prompte efterfølgende, så er man nødt til at tage det lidt mere alvorligt. Og det sætter også tankerne lidt i gang på, hvad kan han finde på, nu hvor han har gjort det, han gør i Venezuela. Ikke at jeg tror, han har samme reaktion mod Grønland, men nu har vi den 6. januar i morgen, og så har vi årsdagen på, hvor han egentlig nævner tingene ordentligt første gang. Og vi har ikke set en reaktion fra Grønland eller dansk side, der afskrækker ham.
Back in Denmark, the reaction has included alarm and anger, with many describing Trump's takeover talk as unrealistic and dangerous.
My thought about Trump just wanting to take over Greenland is absurd. And I think he's the archetype of greed, and we need to push back and let him know that this is not for him. And yeah, it's just madness.
I
think that it's terrible that he keeps on threatening about invading Greenland, as it's a part of Denmark and it's its own country. So I don't think the US has anything to do with that.
Copenhagen resident Johan Knudsen called the idea absurd, saying Denmark and Greenland should push back. Student Cecily Frost Anderson said it was troubling for the US to threaten an Arctic territory tied to Denmark, adding Washington has no right to decide Greenland's status. The issue quickly spilled into European diplomacy. At a summit in Paris, leaders from major European powers met as pressure mounted to show unity behind Denmark and Greenland. European leaders issued a joint statement saying Arctic security must be pursued through NATO and international law, stressing sovereignty and territorial integrity, and stating plainly that Greenland belongs to its people. Trump responded separately by insisting the United States would support NATO, while questioning whether allies would do the same for Washington. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio said he would meet Denmark the following week, but declined to address questions about military intervention.
I'll be meeting with them next week.
But will you take military intervention off the table?
I'm not here to talk about Denmark or military intervention. I'll be meeting with them next week. We'll have those conversations with them then. But I'm not having anything further to add to that today.
The European Union also moved to underline support for Denmark and Greenland.
On Greenland, allow me to be clear. Greenland belongs to its people. Nothing can be decided about Denmark and about Greenland without Denmark or without Greenland. They have the full support and solidarity of the European Union.
EU Council President Antonio Costa said Greenland belongs to its people, and that nothing can be decided about Denmark or Greenland without them, pledging full EU support. Even within Greenland, the debate is not uniform. Some politicians argue Nuuk should engage Washington directly to protect Greenland's interests.
Yes, we encouraged our current government to actually have a dialogue with the US government without Denmark, because Denmark is antagonizing both Greenland and the US with their mediation, or what they, in the best intention probably, is trying to derail any talks about independence.
Opposition leader Pele Broberg said Greenland should hold direct talks with the U.S.
I'm not talking about money for Greenland yet. I might talk about that. But right now, we are going to do something on Greenland, whether they like it or not, because if we don't do it, Russia or China will take over Greenland, and we're not going to have Russia or China as a neighbor. Okay? I would like to make a deal, the easy way, but if we don't do it the easy way, we're going to do it the hard way.
北极涉及国际社会的整体利益，中国在北极的活动旨在促进北极的和平稳定和可持续发展，符合国际法。各国依法在北极开展活动的权利和自由应当得到充分尊重。美国谋取私利，不要拿其他国家当借口。
Without Denmark, claiming Denmark's role is antagonizing both sides and complicating discussions about Greenland's independence. As the rhetoric sharpened, Trump again signaled he was prepared to act decisively. Trump said the United States would do something on Greenland, whether they like it or not, claiming the alternative is Russia or China gaining influence, and suggesting a deal would be preferable but warning of a tougher path if not. China pushed back, urging Washington not to use other countries as an excuse to pursue its own interests in the Arctic. With Greenland's parliament, ports and daily life forming the backdrop, the standoff is now pulling in global powers, raising questions over Arctic security, NATO unity, and the principle that Greenland's future should be decided by Greenlanders themselves.